live. Welcome in. You're probably like, wow, the fellas finally got a countdown. Yeah, we wanted to let you all trickle in a little bit before we start going live. It is Lucas Wenzel and Tyler Plath hanging out with you. We are going to not crush some puppies today because that contest closed. We are instead going to tackle Best Ball Mania 5. What are you laughing about? You just love that I always say crush puppies.
No, PETA emailed us and they said, stop crushing puppies. You're winning too much. And so we had to stop.
You got to say something different because you're not actually crushing puppies. Nor do they want us to. Look, we're gonna do Best Ball Mania 5. I think we're gonna end up doing some Scott Fishbowl eventually. Bindles, what's going on, man? We'll start doing some Scott Fishbowls eventually. Maybe we'll crank those out after the Minneapolis Scott Fishbowl. We'll all be there. If you're like, what in the world is Scott Fishbowl? Go give Scott Fish over on Twitter a follow. You'll learn all about Scott Fishbowl, one of the most prestigious fantasy football contests every single year, all for charity as well, which is probably the most significant part about it. But we're here. We're going to crush a Best Ball Mania 5 right now. Tyler and I would be drafting a team together. So if you want to get in code fellas over on Underdog Fantasy, you'll get our 2024 draft guide for free, plus up to $250 in bonus cash through the form of a 50% first time deposit. JJ and Munch, what's popping? Don't have a brand new whip. Did not just hop in, but we're doing good. We're doing good. I just got back from the gym. We're feeling good. NFL Prods, best fantasy football channel out there. Hey, we do our best for you all. We do our best for you all. It's that time of the year where we put our nose to the grind. Rankings are in full gear. Drafts are in full swing. But Ty, let's do it. If you want to join in over on Underdog Fantasy, code fellas. We're about to hop into this Best Ball Mania 5 lobby here. We'll dive in 3, 2, 1. Could not detect our location.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. I literally drafted a team this morning, Underdog. Let's try that again. Well, Ty, you might have to pull it up here.
Just refresh. Just refresh.
Incredible. Second week in a row. Can I refresh? Maybe if I refresh. Let's try again. That's weird that it even lets me log in though. Normally it wouldn't even let me log in.
Right.
There we go. We're good. We're good.
Bang.
All right, we're waiting with fresh lobby. Look at this. We're waiting on 11. If you want to hop in with us, feel free.
Now's the time.
Love you guys. We appreciate you, NFL Prods. We really do. We appreciate all your support over here at the Fantasy Football Fellas. Should I take Bijan top 5 this year? We'll dive into a few questions while we wait for this lobby to fill. Should I take Bijan top 5 this year? What do you think?
I think if Bijan's your running back 2, I think you can make an argument for it. I know I would make an argument for Breece Hall to go top 5. Yep. So really, I guess it really kind of depends on what receivers are available when you are at, I mean, I would not take Bijan top 3. So you're looking at 4 or 5. You could think about Bijan at 4, think about Bijan at 5, I think.
Yeah, I don't hate Bijan top 5 this year. If you have a very firm stance on I have skepticism around Jamar Chase, I have skepticism around Justin Jefferson and Amon-Ra. I play in a half PPR, so Amon-Ra doesn't carry as much value. If that's your league, I don't hate it. But I definitely think there's a case. I like Breece top 5 as well. I have Breece ahead of Bijan in my rankings, but you can make a case for any of those guys. We're waiting on 6 more people here. So if you want to hop into any of our lobbies, you can use our code fellas over on Underdog Fantasy. You'll get our 2024 draft guide for absolutely free. So you make a first time deposit over there. Plus you'll get up to $250 in bonus cash in the form of a 50% first time deposit match. 3 more people. We're filling up pretty quick here. As I repost our Twitter live to my timeline. 3 people here. Ty, odds we get 112 again. Our 2 draft songs are both 112. I literally switched up the attire, hoping that it would generate some sort of new mojo to get us out of this funk.
I would say it's 1 and 2. we we do not have good luck when it comes to drawing favorable positions in drafts. It just does not happen.
No, it is the draft lobby has not been friendly to us over the last few drafts. I feel like I haven't drafted higher than the 108, at least on the Fellows account here. I don't think I've drafted higher than the 108 in my last like 5 drafts, which is
how about like the 105? You know, like
can
105.
we get the influencer 101?
Yeah,
that's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal.
No, okay, good. 104. I can live with this, Ty.
Hey,
I can live with the 104.
Close.
I will take any of these elite guys here. So let's see. Who do we know anybody in here? F Homer. If you're in on this draft with us, go ahead, toss it in the chat. Let us know. Let's see who else we got here. You're FKing out. I love that. Vision's alive. Sorry.
Wait a second. I thought that stone got taken right out of his head.
Yeah, I know. I thought they yeeted that out of his forehead.
What the heck? They retconned it on us? How do we not know about that?
Wanda sneaky underrated as an Avenger.
I was gonna say, bro, was that in the end credit scene of Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness that no one stuck around for? Did we miss it?
Bro, all I'm saying is that she literally had the power to heal Vision and his Infinity Stone with one hand and literally hold off the strongest villain the Marvel Universe has seen cinematically with her other hand. She is on a totally different tier. Let's assume CeeDee Lamb goes next. Who do you prefer out of Chase Jefferson or Amon-Ra? I lean Jefferson personally, but you could talk me Chase for upside.
If I'm usually at this 104 spot, I just mix it up every now and then. I'll go Chase one time, I'll go Jefferson the next. I don't think you can really go wrong with any of these three. I would say someone other than Jamar.
Let's go Jefferson then. I like game stacking Minnesota, Seattle. That whole week 17, Seattle, Chicago, Minnesota, Seattle, week 16. That's so much easier to stack than Minnesota, Green Bay is the other one in week 17. That's so much easier to stack than going a Cincinnati, Denver, week 17. So I'm good with that. I'm perfectly fine with taking Jefferson there.
Or even if we went Amon-Ra, getting a Detroit, San Francisco build is nearly impossible. Because Ayuk and Debo go so early. The only times that I'm ever taking Kittle in drafts is if I've got a top 5 tight end. So I'm just going bully tight end because I'm getting the week to week upside that Kittle can give you. I'm rarely taking him as my solo tight end. So I have never found success with a Detroit, San Francisco build.
I need to get insane value every time I do. The one time I did, I was in the Hound Dog. I went bully tight end with Laporta, Kittle. I think I had Ayuk and I had Amon-Ra and Ayuk on that team. Ended up getting Jared Goff at quarterback as well. That was a Hound Dog though, where it's just everybody's mixing it up, and that was when I'm great. I'll just keep correlating this stack, this week 17 stack. So nothing too out of the ordinary so far. I'm waiting for somebody to really. I mean, Breece Hall fell to the 110. I think that's a gift.
Well, Amon-Ra fell to the 108.
Oh, did he really? AJ Brown went ahead of him. I should probably pull up the draft board, shouldn't I? That would make sense.
I mean, AJ Brown always gets this kind of push. He was going towards the end of the first round, and he's now going to find himself in the middle of the first round because everyone's like, "Oh, I get Jalen Hurts with AJ Brown." It makes sense, but it's you're driving up the ADP and you're letting other good players slide.
Marvin Harrison Jr., Drake London on the turn. I don't hate that. I mean, yeah, nothing overly crazy, I should say. I think I would expect to see Breece Hall go a little bit earlier, maybe, ahead of an AJ Brown, Amon-Ra, and Puka, but Brandon Ayuk going at, I mean, that's just this whole, oh my gosh, Nico will push early second round too.
We're going to get it.
There goes Jahmyr Gibbs finally.
I hope we give us Devontae Adams or somebody like that.
I would be thrilled if he slid to this range.
Even I wouldn't even mind Saquon just getting an RB now, heroing it, but I also
not the biggest Saquon Barkley fan in this range.
Same.
I'll be honest.
I much prefer Saquon at the end of the second than I do middle of the second or even early of the second.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there goes Saquon anyway. So we might get. Look, I'm going to be happy with Olave, Jalen Waddle, or Vol Devontae Adams just went. I was gonna be happy with any of those three. Jalen Waddle, I think that's the pick here. That'd be my pick personally.
Sure.
You're a Mike Evans guy.
Yeah, I'm a big Mike Evans guy, but I also have not done many builds with Waddle. So
let's do it. Let's throw him in. We can mix in some Cleveland then if we need to. I've seen Achane fall quite a bit in these drafts too. Like there's a chance we get Achane to wrap all the way back around to us too, and we could, stack him up as well with a Waddle. So
hey, now
maybe I shouldn't speak before these picks happen, because Lord knows when I put something out to the universe in these lives, it never goes.
It never comes never comes through. When will we learn? Never.
Surprised. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs kind of slid, but Jonathan Taylor, 3 running backs in a row. I guess I'm kind of surprised by that. Zay Flowers. Holy cow. Zay Flowers. Now he's going for that Houston stack on the turn.
Are we drafting at like 9 o'clock or something? Are we getting why are we getting late night values? Like
plus EV?
Yeah, right. I don't
plus
get
EV
it.
At 6 Central, 7 Eastern.
Jeez. I'm a fan.
There goes Devon Achane. I knew we weren't gonna get
That's fine.
Knew we weren't gonna get it. DK Metcalf. Yeah, I 100% agree. Yep. I think DK is the smash pick here.
He is my favorite guy at the early third round. If he's gone, I'm perfectly fine that with like Diggs or Cup then, but DK is my guy early third every single time.
Well, and again, I just love that week 16 correlation as well with Minnesota. If you're going to try and get yourself to the championship, like that's a game I am targeting hands down.
Heavy.
Granted, that game is in Seattle, isn't it? Might not be the greatest.
Yes, it is. But
might not be the greatest weather. But yeah, that's a game that that's a game that I mean still will have a high point total, unless if it's like disastrous weather.
Mm-hmm. I mean, unless like Mike McDonald's defense is best unit in the league, which I don't think anyone sees happening.
No,
I think that should be a pretty high score, and there's going to be like playoff implications and stuff too with that game.
100%. What I like about the Minnesota, Green Bay, Seattle, Chicago range here is that they basically all play each other in some sort of rotation, right? You get Seattle, who gets Green Bay in week 15, Minnesota week 16, Chicago week 17, Minnesota. You get Chicago week 15, Seattle week 16, Green Bay week 17. Then Green Bay gets Seattle, New Orleans, Minnesota in that range, Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit, Seattle. I mean, there's so many different ways you can mix and match those 4 teams to get some sort of, end of season correlation. So personally, I love this range where you can really mix and match those game stacks, and even getting, a DJ Moore there wouldn't have been the worst thing in the world either if DK Metcalf had gone. But I'm very content with this 3 wide receiver start.
Yeah, there's something to be said about like correlating within divisions and stuff too. Like there's something to that. I mean, you're not going to go like full on like NFC North, but like there's some value to that.
Sean F, what's up, brother? Snowing at the 2 spot, baby. I love it. Love that Sean got in on a draft with us here. Thanks for popping by, buddy, letting us know.
Hey, but don't snipe, please.
No snipes.
Gentleman's agreement here. We won't snipe if you don't.
Gentleman's agreement. Yes, that's what this is. Gentleman's agreement. We won't snipe if you don't snipe.
If we do happen to snipe, we need like an R-Truth like sound of like again.
That's my bad. That's my bad.
This one's on me. My bad.
Who are you looking at in this range?
Pacheco, baby. You know me.
Yeah, I know. Your Pacheco exposure is insane.
We could, if we wanted to try to game the board a little bit, we could try to go with a Lamar and
Lamar Andrews. Truly 0 RB this sucker. Brother.
Man. Man.
Dude, that's really tempting.
I know it is.
So tempting.
Yeah, we should do it.
That's
the right thing to do.
What if we don't get it though? That's the problem I have. We can correlate a week 17 with Kansas City a whole heck of a lot better.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's go Pacheco. Let's go Pacheco. I'm fine with that.
There was
I prefer him to
no
Travis
bad
Etienne
pick.
this year. No, there's no bad pick in that range. I agree. Lamar Jackson does go next.
And
Gentleman's agreement. Appreciate it,
Sean.
Sean.
Gosh, Sean, you're the real one. You're a real one.
Dude, I'm hiking gonna be upset if Mark Andrews makes it back to us.
Well,
I don't think you will with F Homer right there, though.
Right, but I think that's close enough to say that if we took Lamar, we would have gotten Andrews.
Somebody took, was it Stonebuck who took was our boy Sean here who took Zay Flowers? It was team one.
Yeah, team one.
I'm surprised they didn't go. So they did get the Hollywood stack. How do you feel if we
do we go Jaden Reed
or Keenan Allen? But I like Jaden Reed for the week 17 better.
Reed for that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, okay. And Mark Andrews does not make it back. So yeah, I'm good with going Jaden Reed.
Or do we go Josh? Yeah, we should go Reed.
No, I don't. I would much rather wait till that second tier of wide receivers or running backs, excuse me, to take him. So yeah, no, I'm good with Jaden Reed here. We'll get that week 17 correlation going there with Minnesota. Look, this is a phenomenal start. Absolutely love the start.
The bye week bros are going to be pissed at us.
I don't care. 2 week 6, 2 week 3 week 6. Yeah, F the bye week bros.
Bye weeks are overrated.
Bye weeks are overrated. They don't exist, actually. They're just a social construct to keep the NFL in check.
It keeps people just fearful and afraid of actually just drafting good players.
I mean, it is very different though. Like we at least have we could draft a variety of players in the later rounds then though that make up and could cover those holes. It's not like we got like 3 wide receivers who all have the same week 6. It's not like our top 3 wide receivers all have the same bye. It's unfortunate that both, JJ and Waddle both have the same buys, but
hey, it happens.
It happens. Live with it. But I mean, with DK and Jaden Reed, then like that, I'm not scared putting those 2 in on a week where I'm missing, Jefferson and Waddle.
No, I mean, and if our 5th wide receiver, whenever we take a 5th wide receiver, we'll be able to fill in 2.
Yeah. So at this point, so this is where I like to start thinking about quarterbacks because this is the range where I'm going to be super tempted to take an Anthony Richardson if he's on the board still. And I don't think we should. I'm already thinking about Jordan Love. Admittedly. Otherwise, we're looking at Geno Smith. We're looking at Sam Darnold, JJ McCarthy. We're looking at a Tua, but like I would rather we need some Browns in this build if we really want to target with that week 17. But
yeah, I was going to say
Cooper's well off the board at this point.
I think we're waiting on quarterback and tight end. We're looking for Njoku. We're looking for Jordan Love.
Yes, Njoku's the one we can look for. Yep, good call.
And then we can grab a Geno Smith as depth, right? Like we can grab a Noah Fant because that
yes injected into my veins, Tyler. Oh my gosh. I heard our friends over at Underdog, Josh Norris, Hayden Winks, they're doing their tight end sleeper show next week. Brother.
And they're leading off the
show.
I
so wish I could be on that episode. I wish I could be on that episode. I would talk.
You'll go on and say,
I don't know.
All of you people in on Theo Johnson, nah, it's Daniel Bellinger, people.
I'm not going to put it out into the universe, but I'm looking at Ken Walker here. I put it out into the universe.
If Rashad is there though, I know Ken.
I agree.
Like I know.
I think
like Ken Walker is the staff.
No, I think Hamlin Motorsports would. Whoever auto picks out of these 2 fools, they'll
both of them.
Both of them. There goes Rashad.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, now I'm worried we're gonna get sniped on Ken Walker here, and we'll have to reevaluate.
I don't think there's any. If we get sniped on Ken Walker there, I don't think there's anything wrong with going with a wide receiver then.
Brian Thomas.
Hey,
fascinating. Ken Walker, good by you.
Yeah, fine by me.
Again, we're targeting that week 16 Minnesota play, and frankly, I like the start of Pacheco, Ken Walker, and I think if we're lucky enough, we'll be able to get a JSN on the come around if we really want to. I mean, we're gonna go all out on this Seattle team. I mean, it's just too easy to stack right now.
Screw the bye weeks, baby.
Screw them bye weeks. It don't matter.
Screw them bye weeks.
I also wouldn't have hated a Christian Watson there if he would have made it back.
Yeah, that would have made.
You look at like a Tucker Kraft, a Luke Musgrave too. If we want a tight end, if we're gonna 3 tight end. God, I was sneaky hoping we could get an Alpha Kamara. I wasn't gonna put it out to the universe. It's all right, Sean. It's all right, Sean. No, it's all right, Sean. That wasn't priority. That one wasn't priority, Sean. You're good.
That's a personal love for Lucas.
Christian Watson for president. Cameron said it, not me. I would vote for him though. Probably better than either candidate we'll have running.
Miracles can happen.
Oh gosh, Rashee Rice was the other name I was hoping would slide there.
Yeah, that would have been nice as a 5th guy. Don't need him to play right away.
Yep.
That would have been sweet.
That would have been very, very nice. Okay, let's actually talk about this pick though, because I think we have a few different options. We could go another wide receiver, get our 5 right away. We could go running back again if we wanted to. We got a lot of different ways we could go here, Ty.
I feel like I feel like it's JSN or Ladd.
100% agree. I was hoping you would say Ladd. Sean goes D-Hop. Yeah, if Ladd's still there, we just scoop value.
Yeah, like JSN also fits the bill, but we've gone so heavy on Seattle at this point.
Yeah, no, I'm not targeting any more Seahawks. I wouldn't even be opposed to a Monty here either.
Again, division, but I think if we're going running back, I feel like we go Aaron Jones.
Well,
hey,
let's go Lottie. I want a clip of Drew McIntyre saying Lottie. Oh my gosh, dude, Ladd is our wide receiver 5. Dude, bro. Bruh.
So we need to
big fat Sigma. Gosh. Glad to have you back, man. I saw you commented on our YouTube video. I meant to comment and then admittedly work got the best of me. So from last week's stream, I remember you, man. It's impossible to forget big fat Sigma. That's a tough name to forget, man. That's a tough name to forget. Thanks
in the best way possible.
Oh, in the best way possible. 100%. 100%. I'll pull up the draft board here.
We learned from last week that when we really, really like a start, it's kind of like a perfect game, right? Like
100%.
Your pitcher's on a perfect game. What's the first rule? You don't talk about the perfect game.
You don't talk about it. No, you don't talk about it.
So you can reference it. You can't just talk about it. You can't talk about it.
Literally the worst thing in the world. I remember one of the last games I ever pitched when I was a baseball player. I threw I had gone through 7-inning games, when you're playing high school ball. And got to the 7th inning, and the 2 pitchers who had thrown in the tournament ahead of me both threw complete games, complete game shutouts, or no, not complete game shutouts. I was on a complete game shutout, and wouldn't you know, going into the last inning, I strike out the first 2 guys, walk the next 3, get pulled. I had thrown like 102 pitches or something like that. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, I had implemented a slider that game too. Oh, it was filthy. It was filthy. But no, I got yanked. Still a shutout though. We did not allow a run, and I got the last out in center field. But
I did throw a shutout in high school when I was
Atta baby. Freshman team, baby. That's what we love to hear. I believe that was. I think I was freshman year for me too. But
I thought you were a year older than me though.
Well, I'm a year older than you, right? But I'm saying time frame wise, that's where mine was too. All right, let's take a look at the board here.
Oh no, Jake Ferguson let no.
This is a reach down for Jordan Love.
I think this is where we go. Jordan, yeah, we go Jordan Love here, and then on the next pick, we'll
probably have to go Njoku.
Then?
Yeah, we'll have to go Njoku. I think we'll reach down for Love and go Njoku. We'll just skip out on the running backs in this range, which I don't love, but with Pacheco and Ken Walker, I'm perfectly okay with it to make sure we get at least one of these top guys and we keep game stacking where possible.
I mean, we are looking at what's our pick after, or what's our 10th round pick then? Yep.
I see what you're saying. We'll go Jordan Love here. We'll make sure we get the stack, the week 17. Go Jordan Love. I like that. So our 9th round pick then is pick 100. Our 10th round pick is pick 115. I was going to say 117 then. I mean, so we'd be looking at so in the 117. I mean, we're looking at if you get a few wide receivers to slide, or a few running backs to slide there. This is also a build too where I'm okay to push wide receiver off a little while longer, especially when we start with JJ Waddle, DK Metcalf, Jaden Reed, and Ladd.
Right.
But we can mix in some late round Patriots if we want to keep week 17 stacking. If we want to target that matchup, I don't want to just stack week 17 in all of our games, but that's going to be an incredibly easy one to target. If we want to make sure we get a few more pieces of that game.
I'm telling you, Jalen Polk in the 14th round of drafts.
Yeah.
Really easy.
Yep. You can also mix in some Denver or Tampa if you want some, week 15, 16 in there as well.
Mm-hmm.
All late round pieces.
So we're gonna get our guy. Or do we go Swift?
Yeah. Did not expect him to still be sitting there.
But I think he's going to go here.
I did not expect him to still be sitting there.
He's going to go here, though. Yeah.
Yes. So, okay. Yeah. So we'll go Njoku here. That is the right pick with Waddle. And we kind of get the last tier guy. I was I was listening to Underdog Fantasy show again. Shout out Josh Norris, Hayden Winks. On my way back from the gym today. They're 9 players. People are drafting with insane confidence right now. And Hayden brought up a really interesting point of how do you view David Njoku in comparison to Trey McBride as NFL players? Not necessarily as fantasy players, but as NFL players. How different are they? These are two super athletic tight end guys who can beat most of the linebackers that are being put on them in actually somewhat similar offenses too. Yet Njoku, is going as a tight end 11, McBride is a tight end 3. And then you look at their pick'em lobby projections as well over on Underdog. You can use our code FELLAS. You'll get a free score for that pick'em lobby as well. Trey McBride season long projection is at 750. Njoku's is at 725. Yet, McBride's going as the tight end 3 versus the tight end 11 for Njoku. I just thought that was very fascinating. They're justified in their ADPs, obviously, but when you think about them as NFL players, just fascinating to think about then when you turn it into a fantasy football draft then too. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but I thought that was fascinating that Hayden brought that up. And I'm he's actually kind of right about that. I actually think that's pretty valid.
Yeah, it's a pretty good point. I mean, each team has their own prototype of tight end. San Francisco needs the all-around tight end, right? Kansas City could use Kelsey is pretty all around as well. Arizona, Trey McBride is kind of getting there with his run blocking, but he's also very athletic and a weapon in the passing game. Vegas with Brock Bowers now, right? There's it's kind of interesting. The first 5 tight ends, or at least the first 4, they all seem to be the all around tight ends. And then 5 to Njoku are all of these kind of weird receiving profile tight ends.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you split it up like that. You can probably put Kincaid kind of in this awkward in between. So then you're looking at 6 to 11, and 11 is Njoku again. You can really take any of those guys in 6 to 11 and feel okay still. You don't need to be oh, I missed out on the top 5. I need to grab one of the tight ends. No, you can just kind of play the board a bit.
Yep. 100% agree. I think we gotta go running back here for sure. Assuming the next 3 picks aren't running backs.
I'm not really wanting any of these running backs.
You don't want Tyjae Spears or Blake Corum or Gus?
Shh.
You don't want any of them?
Brother.
It's fine. We're gonna get our pickings. I think my preference would be Gus out of these guys.
I would say Tyjae. Like, yeah, again, we get the correlation and stuff, but Tyjae, my fear with Gus is that he's just going to get over. Yeah, we go Gus.
Gus, or you want to go Corum? You want to mix it up with Corum? I mean, we don't have any really game stacking there.
I've got pretty like 0 of Corum this year, just because like I'm not banking on an injury for Kyron Williams. I don't think there's enough work for him to be a steady piece. That's just not me.
That's fine with me. We can go Gus there. I think we gotta hit running back one more time on this turn here.
Gus is an interesting one because he's arguably he's the most experienced, probably the most healthy running back on the Chargers right now. But there's something that tells me that like he's gonna get, he's gonna become second fiddle at some point during the season.
I will say, if Corum slides here, I think we take him as our running back 4.
It's
either him or Austin Eckler, or
wait for like a Ty Chandler on the come around.
I think I'd rather go Corum.
Interesting.
I'd rather go Corum. Because what if Kyron misses time? I mean, guy missed 4 games last year.
Yeah.
On those weeks, we're going to be talking about Kyron as a top 10 back. I see at this point though, like it's pretty locked in that Pacheco and Ken Walker are going to be our top 2 every single week. Like with our wide receiver depth, we're going to be starting a wide receiver. I personally would lean Corum.
Sure.
I mean, again, scooping up value, running back 4. We're not really worried about starting him every single week, but what if? What if Kyron misses time? What if they actually start rotating him in more than we think? I just think for me, like that's worth it right there. That is 100% worth it. So now I think with 4 running backs, I really like that 4 running back build with a Pacheco, a Walker, Gus and the upside of Blake Corum there. I personally like that. Maybe we could have gone was Charbonnet off the board? Well, that wouldn't have made sense with Ken Walker.
He's coming up.
That's right. He's going like the 40 running back 43 range.
Yeah, 42, 41 even.
Yeah. Corum is just one of those guys where like I would, as a running back 4, I would hate to not take him just because I'm trying to focus on game stacking with borderline irrelevant players in this range. And not that we'd be game stacking Zeke, but like there's no guarantee. Like what if Rico Dowdle, plays a Tony Pollard kind of role, from 2022? What if that becomes a thing? I'm not saying he is Tony Pollard from 2022, right? But like, what happens when we're drafting them in the wrong order? Versus Blake Corum, we know we're getting out of value later, but he mixes in, at a fairly decent level. But especially then, if anything happens to Kyron Williams, we got a top 12 guy rest of the season.
I think maybe the best way to say it is like when you're building your teams, I typically look at my running backs and go, okay, I need 2 guys that'll play week to week for me. My 3rd guy is please. Or do we wait for Gino?
Just caught that.
Or do we wait for Gino?
I personally wouldn't, because what we have then is a week 15 double quarterback stack, which isn't the worst thing in the world. I think I would rather diversify there though. And plus we're scooping value on Herbert. And I don't like anybody else in this range. I'll be perfectly honest.
Sure.
Could also, if Herbert makes it back here, I think he's the pick. With 2 quarterbacks, dude, we have to go Herbert. We have to.
Yeah. Yep. And just pray that Polk makes it back.
Yeah, I also, so what I think is we also have options on the way back too. Again, I'm very confident with these 5 wide receivers. Like I am okay if we
can really take.
We can mix it up so many different ways at the end. We can mix it up so many different ways at the end.
No, to what I was saying though, like 2 running backs that can play, a third guy that can maybe fill in on a bye week or just give you good like week to week upside. That's why like I'm such a big fan of Tyjae Spears, that on the chance that he gives you a good game, better than your 2 starters, he can start, he can be in your lineup then, or then like your 4 or 5, maybe 6 running backs, they are all then like depth and just maybe rookies that break through at the end of the season. So your Kamani Vidal's, or it used to be Jaleel McLaughlin and now his ADP is just like on the rise. But like your wide receivers, get 3 solid ones. Your 4, your 5, maybe even your 6, and these in like best ball. Oh,
Modog.
Or like your 4.
Right.
Oh, geez. That's what drives his ADP up, and I can't stand it.
Everybody's after the training camp hype.
Everyone is. But like again, your wide receiver 4, 5, and 6. Guys that can, your Rashid Shaheeds of the world, your Gabe Davises of the world, guys that can just randomly pop off.
Oh, brother. Or
there's other New England wide receivers later. There's only one Uncle Hawk.
There's only one Uncle Hawk. F the bye week, bros. F the bye week, bros. I don't care that Blake Corum also has a week 6 bye.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait, no. Njoku and Hawkinson don't have the same bye, right?
No, they don't. No.
Good.
I double check that. I double check that. No, don't you worry. That being said, with Hawk, well, I guess Njoku doesn't have a bye until week 10. You comfortable leaving the draft with just those 2?
Heck yeah.
Fine by me. We're drafting wide receiver heavy and
get them one or 2 tight ends off the board.
Yeah, we'll ignore the tight ends. Let's go back to the board here. I'm all for scooping up value. Golly, nobody's taken Jalen Polk yet. Yeah, so that's the other thing too. You brought up, there's other New England weapons later. Maybe we could have waited on a Hunter Henry if we really wanted to, but I don't know. It's tough when you got a guy like Hawk who could only miss 4 games this year, and you get an upper echelon tight end with Njoku as well. I mean, that's a risk worth taking right there, especially when we got the Minnesota Green Bay Week 17 stack. Got the 2 top weapons from Minnesota in that game, plus at least one Green Bay assumedly the top Green Bay weapon.
Pop Douglas, Javon Baker.
Yep.
Bourne. KJ Osborne.
Got that dog in him, Javon Baker.
Got that dog in him.
People in wheelchairs stand up, Javon Baker.
Again, that's 4 New England wide receivers that are going 6 rounds after Jalen Polk.
Yep.
That one's pretty easy.
That one's pretty easy. Yeah, and as much as I love Jalen Polk, I think he's the worst value.
Oh,
there goes Pop.
Is that early? That's early for DeMario.
That would be early for DeMario, I believe. Yes. Let's triple check.
And
he's stacking. He's gonna go. DeMario. Jeez. Well, 8 picks ahead of AP. Not terrible.
That's not.
But he's got Ramondre too. So he's right. But he's just. Well, there goes Gino. Good thing we took Herbert. Okay. On the clock.
Save it all.
I like Gibby here personally.
Yeah, some more depth.
Get some more depth at running back. I'm pretty confident.
And he's after Gibson. I think we're done on running backs then.
Yeah, I'm good with only drafting 5 running backs, and I'm good with just attacking wide receiver the rest of the draft. Again, with how strong this start was with Jefferson, Waddle, DK, Jaden Reed, Lab, McConkey, like I'm good. Just we're in round 14. We could draft 4 wide receivers the rest of this draft.
No, Sean, no.
The DeMarcus is just a you thing.
Whoa, I know.
I like DeMarcus, but like you like him on a different level than I do, I think. Okay, on the comeback. I don't want to reach down for anybody. Problem is, we might miss our chance on Javon Baker.
Just go Musgrave. Go Musgrave.
Even what we just said.
The fact, It's value. That's the only argument I have. It's value.
I mean, I'm fine with that. It gives us another piece of that week 17 matchup. And again, like let's say Hawk isn't actually ready until second half of the season. Like we might need somebody to step in. So and what happens if Njoku gets hurt then? Right?
Yep.
Early part of the season.
And I'm thinking too, just looking at receivers that are available, like Troy Franklin, Michael Wilson.
I'm not a fan of any of those guys, yeah.
Right. Well, in all the guys at like the 79, 80, 81, 82, like the next wide receiver that would have been available was Javon Baker. And I'm like, okay, Luke Musgrave or any of these wide receivers that are right here. It's like,
yep.
I know it's a tight end, but what if?
Yep. What if? I agree. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I just don't want to reach down that far on Javon Baker. As much as I love Javon Baker, as much as I would love to continue unreasonably investing in Javon Baker.
Well,
recklessly investing in Javon Baker. He's the one guy I'm just like recklessly investing in. I think I'm really gonna have to cool off on him.
It's vibes.
Have to catch up on wide receivers. I drafted too many running backs early.
Makes sense.
Same, except for the fact that we drafted wide receiver early and then just have totally ignored it. Ignored it. Which but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that with how this team has been shaking out.
I'm good with just Jordan Love and Herbert at quarterback. I'm good with the 3 tight ends. I'm good with the running backs. Let's just we'll throw upside at wide receiver.
And again, just considering how deep those first 5 picks are, those are 5 wide receivers. I have it all inside of my top 36 wide receivers right now in my rankings. Like theoretically, we should be fine there because we went 5 in the first 7, which is like well ahead of ADP. Yeah, Sean, totally realize. We're just talking how we took basically 5 wide receivers through the first 7 rounds as well. And we just haven't drafted a wide receiver since. But no, that makes sense. You drafted a ton of running backs early, scoop out that value, but then I got to catch up on wide receivers as well. For your team. No, totally got that. Yeah, I like doing 100%. I ideally would like to mix in a few guys in the middle rounds, the Jahan Dotson range kind of guys. I would ideally like to mix a few of them in, but I'm not forcing it.
Maybe you need to just get better at drafting like how I draft, because Jahan Dotson is my exposed player.
Bully quarterback. I don't draft bully quarterback like you do.
only in the puppy. That's only that it was only there. I don't do it anywhere else. Just the puppy. I just see. Are you buying? So did you see the Daniel Jeremiah report about J.K. Dobbins?
Yes, I did.
Are you buying any of it?
Oh, baby.
Are you buying any of it?
Recklessly investing in Javon Baker. Once again, the guy who makes people in wheelchairs stand up. I will gladly, continuously, recklessly invest in that man.
You're gonna take the words of a 4th round rookie instead of Daniel Jeremiah.
What did Daniel Jeremiah say about him? He stinks.
No, he said that if there's a running back to invest in fantasy, it's J.K.
100%.
Dobbins.
I agree. No, I did hear that, and I am buying into that. That's why I was debating not going Gus back there, because I figured we can get Dobbins later. Problem was there just wasn't any wide receivers I really like. We can potentially, maybe.
Oh, see,
so we were done at running back though. I thought you said we were done there.
But look, J.K. Dobbins, that's value.
Scoop it up.
Exactly. And it fits the stack with Ladd and Herbert.
Yeah, taking 3 or 4, even 5 wide receivers in my first pick seems like the best start. 100% agree. All right, fine. Are we going to take Damian first? Or are we going to take... I think so. I don't like any... Okay, I'm fine. We got to go wide receiver with our last pick then, though.
Yeah, that's fine. Kendrick Bourne. The wide receiver 1.
Honestly, gave him a contract.
I'm just saying.
Gave him a contract. I don't hate it.
KJ Osborne, baby. Wide receiver 5.
What do you got going on after this?
Not a whole lot. I probably have dinner, but that can wait. Food is food. That can be
my Uber Eats can wait for me. You want to do a charity draft? We'll do one.
Yes.
We'll do one for our boy Scott Fish.
Yes, absolutely.
I might throw something in our Minnesota live chat, maybe potentially about we'll be entering in one if anybody wants to hop in. Maybe I'll do that.
Do it now.
If you all
I can cover for you.
take over hosting responsibilities while I put one in there.
What would Lucas rather do?
I actually will do that. I'll throw that in there and I'll copy the link to the live. I'll put that in there. Yeah, for those of you who don't know about Scott Fish Bowl is a super, super awesome tournament. It is an entire fantasy football tournament where all the proceeds go towards charity, fantasycares.org. It buys toys for children in need for the holiday season. It is absolutely phenomenal. You get together with a ton of other people who love fantasy football. You don't have to be an analyst or have a content creation channel like we do. You can be an average, everyday citizen in the United States, and you can play in Scott Fish Bowl. And it's so, so cool because it's a ton of people who just love fantasy football coming together and playing fantasy football. It's wacky league rules too. Like it's it's your normal half PPR super flex league, but Scott throws some pretty fascinating twists in there that I think make it a lot of fun. So 100% recommend supporting that, getting your hand at it in future years. But we'll do one for charity. They got an underdog contest that they do. All the proceeds go towards Scott Fish Bowl. Super cool way to get involved, even if you don't make the actual tournament. Dang it, man. You might actually be able to talk me into Kendrick Bourne here.
I was going to say either Kendrick Bourne or who did I see? Click on the wide receivers.
We got hold on.
Elijah Moore.
Got Khalif Raymond in here.
No, you got taken.
You're not taken. All right, let's just take Kendrick Bourne. We'll get this draft over with. That'll be our other Patriots weapon. I love this team.
It ain't bad.
This team.
It ain't shabby.
I really do. I think because I shut up about it, I said, dude, I love this start. I think we finally got a team that I actually really like.
See, again, it's a perfect game. It's perfect game syndrome.
It's the perfect game syndrome. Let's go ahead. Let's recap the team. So we got Jordan Love, Justin Herbert at quarterback. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. Because you got Jordan Love, who we all have as a top 10, top 12 guy again this year. And then you get Justin Herbert, who also has top 10, top 12 upside as well, even though he's being drafted as a quarterback 17. Pacheco, Ken Walker as our two stud running backs holding down the fort. Mix in some Gus Edwards as well. I know you weren't as big of a fan of the Blake Corum pick, but again, assuming Pacheco and Ken Walker remain healthy throughout the season, we're not going to be looking at Blake Corum in our starting lineup most weeks. So I'm fine banking on him with potentially getting some reps if Kyron Williams misses time this year, because when he misses time, we're going to be talking about Blake Corum as a top 12 weekly option. And that's just a dart throw I'm always going to take, especially at 6-7 picks after ADP. I'm good with that. And then went Antonio Gibson and J.K. Dobbins to wrap out this running back room as well. So I actually really like the running back room. Again, if anything happens to Gus, you get J.K. Dobbins in there. If J.K. Dobbins actually ends up being the guy, we got the insurance on Gus Edwards there as well, and not just drafting him with, reckless confidence. The wide receiver room, though, Ty, I think that's where we really thrived. I know it doesn't look great after Ladd McConkey, but to start with JJ Waddle, DK, Jaden Reed, McConkey, while scooping up value on McConkey, while scooping up, only a pick 80, right around ADP for everybody else. Like, we didn't reach on any of these guys. You could say we reached on Devon Baker, but that was the best wide receiver available, and it's only by 4 picks. Then to take Kendrick Bourne. This was beautiful. This was a beautiful, wide receiver room. I ideally would have liked to have drafted 8, but with Jefferson, Waddle, DK, Jaden Reed, McConkey, I wasn't too panicked about it. And then Njoku, Hawk, Musgrave as well. Got a little bit of week 17 correlation. Has been doing this crazy thing, man. It's been doing this crazy thing where it kicks me off for 3 minutes at a time. And I don't know why.
Was that you?
That was me. Yeah.
That's so awkward. I was like, oh, that's my Wi-Fi. So I'm just staring.
No, my Wi-Fi's been doing this crazy thing where like it thrives. It's absolutely thriving, but then it goes out for just like random 30-second intervals. Super, super weird. So I'm back. I'm here.
That's not a good look for me because I'm just like looking at I'm sitting here like this, like, dang it, my Wi-Fi.
No. You're good. I'm like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can anybody hear me? I'm like, maybe I'm still in here, but no, we are all good. Why don't you give a grade for this team while I throw a message in our Scott Fishbowl chat about
I would give this a very, very nice B plus. I like the quarterbacks that we got. And I like the builds that we got with the quarterbacks. So they're not just naked quarterbacks. They're not just, we talked about taking Richardson just because like he's got overall quarterback one upside, even though he didn't really fit the build of our team to get those guys and the way the rest of the draft then went. I very much like it. Running backs, big fan of Pacheco. I also like Kenneth Walker for the build. And then we got just value. I shouldn't say value, but we got upside kind of all over the place then for the rest of the drafts. Gus Edwards and J.K. Dobbins investing in that Chargers backfield, whoever emerges. Odds are, I would say one of the two does. Maybe it's Kamani Vidal, and that's a bummer, but like we're taking a gander on that backfield, right? And then you got Corum, like you said, not my favorite, but again, as a running back 4 that could step into a very lucrative role, don't mind it at all. Wide receivers, then probably my favorite part of the draft. The top 5 wide receivers that we got are beautiful.
Wonderful.
And then taking just shots, taking flyers on Patriots wide receivers, just again because
someone's got to hit.
Someone's got to hit. Everyone and most people expect it to be Jalen Polk. That's why he goes so much earlier compared to all the other wide receivers. But again, Javon Baker, Kendrick Bourne, don't be surprised if they're pretty involved in that offense towards the end of the season. And then tight ends, like the one questionable pick people will say is like, well, you didn't need to go Musgrave. And it's like, okay, value is value.
Value. Yeah.
And
wasn't a wide receiver we liked on the board.
Right. There were no other wide receivers at that time that we liked more. And what if Hawkinson misses half the season? Like we need another tight end then. So I give it
to invest in another one.
I give it a B plus.
I was gonna go A-. See, I was gonna go A-.
But like these are more. I mean, like Pacheco's is my guy. But like you are very much into the Charger New England stack. You're very much into Minnesota Green Bay. They're not my favorite stacks, but I get why people do them. That's why I say B plus.
Yeah, no, which is entirely. I don't love the Chargers New England stack, but I love that we were able to correlate it. Yes. I love that we were able to just be flexible and pick that up along the way by taking Ladd, because we almost didn't take Ladd. We were talking about taking a JSN in that range or David Montgomery if he was still on the board, but we ultimately ended up going Ladd, and we gave ourselves the flexibility there, which is why I really, really like how this draft turned out. All right, let's hop into one more tie. We'll do one more here for the people. We'll hop into a Scott Fishbowl satellite here. Look, again, you'll say 0 up for prizes because it all goes to charity. You can literally enter this draft for $5, and you are donating $5 to charity while getting to compete with a bunch of other people in the Scott Fishbowl satellite tournament. What's super cool about this too is that the top 500 teams automatically get a bid into next year's Scott Fishbowl. I believe one of the satellites we drafted last year finished in the top 500, so we got a bid into Scott Fishbowl. Correct? I'm not crazy on that?
No.
Yeah. So we got an automatic bid. I was in Scott Fishbowl last year. I had told Scott, I'm like, hey, I know we got the bid, but give it to Cameron Tyler. If I don't make it, great, but I want them to get the experience. Because great guy here.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Chad Gable. Thank you.
So we'll go ahead. We'll enter a Scott Fishbowl satellite here. We'll see how quick these suckers fill up. Look at this. We're only waiting on 4 more people. So if you want to play for charity here, maybe we should do that. maybe we should do that on when you and Cameron start up the Monday stream. I wonder if you and Cameron should you can if you can do maybe Cameron doesn't have time for 2 drafts, but if you do at least one, maybe if we do a Scott Fish Bowl every week too, throw a few more bucks towards the charity contest here. So we'll see how long this takes to fill up. If you want to dive in, code fellas over on Underdog Fantasy. You'll get our 2024 draft guide for free when you make a first time deposit, and they'll give you up to $250 in bonus cash as well, in the form of a first time deposit match. And again, this $5, 100% towards charity, which is what's super cool about Scott Fish Bowl. It all goes towards charity. Every single dollar is donated. We'll see how long this takes to fill up. My guess is that these are filling at a slower pace, but 4 people, that's all it takes. And there's a handful of you watching. If you want to dive in, please do. You can draft alongside us. We'll have some fun chatting picks in the lobby as well. And we'll pray that we don't draft after pick 110 in this draft once again, because I feel like all I've done on streams this year is draft somewhere between 110 and 112.
Yeah. Hey, like Scott, if you can pull any strings here, get us to 101. That'd be phenomenal.
That would be phenomenal.
That'd be perfect.
I've got to upload my video here too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, because we also post content. We
also do that. We got to remember to do that.
That's what we actually
do live streams. There we go. 105, same range.
Hey, I said the
105. I'll take it. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate you.
I think this one we go ARSB.
Or Jamar if he slides there too.
Yeah, man.
Half PPR, man. You got to remember, half PPR.
I know. Golly. I need to stop thinking that Jamar Chase is like the Cooper Kupp of the top 5 picks this year, because it's not Jamar Chase that's hurt. It's Joe Burrow that's hurt.
Correct.
That's a vibe I get.
100%. If you're hanging out with us and are in this lobby, let us know. Let us know in the chat here. If you're over on Twitter, if you're over on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you're hanging out with us, if you're in here, let us know. I don't recognize anybody in here. I don't think we just drafted with any of these people. I love the Dallas BMF though. I think Dallas get the next chance at the BMF title. Even though Max Holloway potentially fighting UFC 306, you hear that?
Really?
Korea in the Sphere. Brian Ortega had mentioned it. Even though Ariel Helwani was talking about it being Sean O'Malley and Merab Devashvili. I looked for that one. I should have just stuck with Merab.
Oh man. I
it's
bet
gonna be a banger either way.
Yeah, right. I have a secret theory that Connor actually wasn't hurt. He saw that it's International Fight Week, all that kind of stuff. Like, hey, give us Tyreek, baby.
Hey, okay.
Hey-o.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will take that value at the 105. Don't mind if I do.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. We really need some sketch drops in here, because my sketch drops need some improvement.
We also need WWE drops, because we need to get Cam like indoctrinated into
look, dog. We just got to buy tickets with the credit card and tell him that he's coming with us to WWE Raw.
He's got no choice.
He literally doesn't have a choice. Cameron, if you're still watching this, like, you got no choice. We're going to Raw. We're using company money to do it.
We're going on the floor, right?
I mean, I'll pay $280.
Chump change.
Code fellas, help get us there.
Did we start a GoFundMe?
Can we?
We'll put that in the roll on the bottom. Support the fellas trip to Monday Night Raw at GoFundMe.com/fellas2raw.
I'll tell you what, though, it's gonna Monday Night Raw might have a little bit of shakeup though after Money in the Bank, though, because you got that coming up July 6th, and Raw doesn't come to St. Paul until July 29th. So some good shakeup there.
Look, Jey Uso cashing in at St. Paul on Damian Priest. Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh, it could
Yes,
be
it is.
Seth Rollins too, depending on Seth Rollins beats Damian Priest at Money in the Bank. See, I'm
That
telling you,
is
we need to make
true.
this best ball beatdown. We
We
talk
do.
too much WWE here to
We
to
need,
not call this just best ball beatdown. Like,
you know how footballers have like their fantasy footballers podcast, but then they have their like little side
spitballers.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to start a
The
fantasy
WWE.
football WWE
We started, yeah,
podcast.
like a WWE MMA.
Yeah,
Except we
right.
don't like analyze it. We just like
We're just
we just like talk
reacting.
about it. We just react. Right. Right.
What if
Yeah.
John Cena came back and instead he went on the CM Punk route, and so he went UFC for like 2 years? What would happen?
What would happen?
That's the kind of stuff we would talk about.
Yeah, CD Lamb did go over CMC in this draft, which
That's not the
part of that I think is probably build strategy because it's tough to go CMC and then look at the wide receivers on the turn. But also
man.
you miss out on CMC, which is like cost benefit analysis. I'm not willing to do that personally.
Didn't CMC go 103 in our first draft?
No, he went 101.
Oh, he did. Okay.
He went 101. So what we got Tyreek Hill here. Not sure who I really want. I would be willing to go. I'd be willing to go Jalen Waddle.
No.
I would be willing to go Jalen Waddle.
No.
I know we just drafted him.
No.
Double stack it. We forget about it unless if we get Devon Achane on the comeback. Then just think about it.
I like Achane more than Waddle. If we're going to Miami player, give me Achane over Waddle.
Think about it. Oh, I wanted Chris Olave.
I wanted Chris Olave.
That's why I brought up Jalen Waddle. You want Nico here?
Yes.
You don't want Mike. You don't want Big Mike.
I'm cool with Mike. I thought you were. I didn't think you would want to.
No, give me the week. Give me the week 15 correlation. Give me the week 15 correlation.
There it is. See, I know you.
Give me the week 15 correlation. I'm also terrified of the floor falling out from Mike Evans this year. I know he's been Mr. Consistent, but like, sorry, Liam Cohen doesn't spark that much confidence in me.
Whoa, hey.
He doesn't spark that much confidence in you either. Stop it.
Whoa, wait, no. Check the video clip. Check the clip that I had in my video.
Part of me is just like Dave Canales is, the quarterback whisperer. He's the new Doug Peterson. And with him not there, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm sorry. We're drafting Mike Evans. I know Mike Evans was top 12 last year, but like, sorry. I'm not like, I've still got him as my wide receiver 14, 13, 15, somewhere in there. He's top 15 for me.
One of these spots.
This is a fascinating spot. Not quite sure which way I want to go here, depending on how the board falls. Double stack Houston? You want to go with Stephon Diggs?
I feel like that's the only right pick to go with.
Yeah, I don't love. I mean, I could go Malik. You could talk me into Malik Neighbors here.
I do.
Problem is but
I've got zero Malik.
This is a rich price to pay for Malik. I will agree with that. Devonta Smith, dude. You could scoop value on Devonta.
It's value.
Or you could reach down to get Diggs.
It's value with Devonta.
You want to take Devonta here?
Yeah.
That's good with me. I'd rather keep our options open, especially after going, Tyreek, Nico. I'd rather keep our options open there.
I mean, we can. Ha. See, you fell for one of the classic blunders. We're gonna go for Jake Ferguson later.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, I've got a plan. No, we're not.
Man, let me have that one. Just that one, please.
No. You'll see what my plan is.
Chat, let me know your thoughts on Jake Ferguson. Just give me your general thoughts on Jake Ferguson. Because I catch too much flack from my co-host to.
Oh, hey, now I'm fine with Jake Ferguson. I'm just saying I got a different plan in mind.
Fine. I trust in your plan, but don't slander Jake Ferguson along the way.
I did not slander Jake Ferguson. There, yeah, look at John.
Whoa, no, people.
Sucks to suck, Ty.
Oh no.
Oh, it's okay. It's all right.
I just want to go cry in a corner now, honestly.
Yeah. Cry now, laugh later.
You know,
Harder, but
at this point, I
what
was
was that?
TikTok, and there's a creator that will not be named, but
we don't do that kind of slandering here. You stop that.
No, well, so you know who I'm talking about, but he said, "Remember the name Jake Ferguson," and I almost threw my hat across the room. It's like, no.
We all remember in him.
Ugh.
We all remember in that, brother. Should probably turn on the board here. Would probably be helpful, wouldn't it?
Just to keep the people updated.
I do like the Devonta Smith pick, though. I don't like Devonta Smith as my wide receiver 2. I like him as my wide receiver 3, though, in best ball.
Correct. That is correct.
Like hindsight, thinking about it, I do like that better, I think.
Ooh, I gotta turn on the NBA draft.
Yeah.
Whoa. Who's Atlanta going with?
Dude, I have been so out of college basketball. This is a terrible draft class, though, isn't it?
It is.
No wonder I haven't heard about a Paolo Banchero,
Hey, put some respect on Zach Edey, though, brother. Put some respect on Bronny James.
So where's Zach Edey projected to go, though?
They got him going to LA at 17.
Really? They got him top 20.
Because everyone's just infatuated with 7'4" in the paint.
Yeah, 7'4" in the paint, and he can't run the freaking floor.
Exactly. Can't really shoot. just
he's Frank Kaminsky, dog. Like, Frank Kaminsky, but
wow,
Frank Kaminsky, but taller, right? The guy who dominates the paint in college.
Ricky Schiff, if you're watching, please don't take that too seriously.
Oh, Ricky, come at me, bro. I wish he would try me today. It's Atlanta. I wish Ricky Schiff would try me today.
Atlanta filled their stadium for this number 1 pick. And Woj was reporting that it's going to be Zachary Rishashi. Yes, please. Thank you. Yes. Why did he make it? Why did the team with A.J. Brown not take Jalen Hurts? What?
Hey,
yeah, dude. I'm a big fan of T. Higgins, but when you got Devontae Smith and Jalen Hurts is on the board, you go Jalen Hurts. Pretty simple.
So this actually foils my plan, though, because I was definitely planning on taking Lamar Jackson or Mark Andrews here. That was my plan. Game stack that. Game stack that. Houston, Baltimore. Don't give me that look.
No. It's just that, like, oh, now we do it when I brought it up the first time. Oh no.
No, that was 100% worth it to game.
And guess what? The guy that took Lamar is at the 104, and he's going to get Andrews. So it would have happened, but no.
Nobody else is game stacking in here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm observing. Nobody else is really game stacking. Which, I mean, in a Scott Fishbowl tournament, like, if you're not game stacking, that's totally fine. Oh, there goes Andrews. Dang it. I was hoping Andrews would take a little bit
that sucks for...
I know. It's good. Maybe we should have taken Mark Andrews. No. All right. Who are we looking at here? A little bit of Josh Jacobs, McBride, Kincaid, Keenan Allen.
I think
Ridley.
we go McBride. Like, I know
if he's still here, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Again, stacking isn't necessary here. Just hey, bully quarterback.
No, shut up.
Why not?
No, we're not bully court. No, Tyler, we're not.
Why not?
No, we're not bully quarterback.
Just do it once.
No, I'm not.
Dude, it's fun.
Not even for charity. Not even for charity.
What? Oh, Adam Silver is at the podium. And the Atlanta Hawks select Zachary Ricochet. There it is. He's French. That's why it's
Spit it
weird.
out.
He's French.
Spit it out.
Ricochet. Ricochet?
Ricochet.
Too bad he's going to AEW. Everyone knows it.
So this is a very interesting portion of the draft.
I'm still mad at you for not going
Quarterback. Took a naked James Cook, which I'm kind of fine with, honestly.
Hold on. Chat, also let me know this. Would you rather go naked James Cook or bully quarterback with Jalen Hurts and Anthony Richardson?
Oh, you're totally going to lose that. You are totally going to lose that. Bully quarterback is almost worse than going hero wide receiver.
Did you forget though that this is Superflex?
No, it's not. This
It
isn't
is.
Superflex. Shut up. Is it really? No, it's not.
It
Quarterbacks
is.
would have been going a heck of a lot. No, it isn't. Stop it. Stop. You're gaslighting the crap out of me right now. You are gaslighting the crap out of me.
I demand you to stop.
People side with me.
John has disagreed with me both times so far, and I'm now a sad boy.
Get good, kid.
Whoa. I'll just let my FIFA game do the talking. Because that's all that I've got.
Yeah, you would smoke me in FIFA. You'd probably smoke me in UFC 5 too.
Brother, I just button spam in UFC 4. Like that's that's all I did.
I know.
You could do all the practices and stuff to learn new moves. I'm like, nah, dog, just give me a
Nah,
jab,
dog.
right hook. That's all I really want to do. Maybe add in a leg kick every now and then. Nah,
right.
jab and right hook.
Okay, I'm thinking we got to go wide receiver here with one of these picks.
Probably
might.
Keon Coleman.
Can I kick you out of the stream? Anybody want to hop on with me? I'll send you. I'll DM you the StreamYard link.
I don't know where all this toxicity started coming from. I mean, we're doing a draft for charity, and I'm just sitting here being all toxic and stuff.
All I'm hearing is,
I think we go worthy. I think we go worthy here. Never mind. Golly,
as the guy who has him as the wide receiver 60 frickin' 2. Who does Tennessee get?
Jacksonville.
That's week 17. I'm looking more. Indeed, Jacksonville. Okay, I don't love that. I don't want to go lat again. We just got some lat exposure.
Rishi.
All right, I'm good with that. Wide receiver 4. We can do that.
Yeah.
I want the little Rishi exposure.
Why not go another wide receiver with an expect then too? You know,
we get week 15 correlation, 16 correlation with Houston there too. If we pick up some Cleveland to get a little week 15, I actually don't hate that. I actually kind of like that.
See, look at that. Look at us.
I actually kind of like that. I also need to up my Rishi exposure just because. Well, I also think Rishi's ADP isn't at its lowest point yet, because I think once we do get the news of what the suspension actually is, that's going to plummet his ADP even more, which is that's kind of why I haven't been drafting him right now. I'm waiting for the suspension to drop so his ADP tanks even more, and Xavier Worthy and Marquise Brown continue to get pushed up. But I'm good with that. I'm honestly good with that. KC gets Cleveland, Houston, Pittsburgh. So I wouldn't hate if we get a little, Najee, Jalen Warren action in here as well. There's one player I'm secretly hoping for, though, to come around to us.
So personally, I'm a big fan of Evan Ingram.
I honestly thought about going Brian Thomas there and trying to pick up some Titans, some Jets later.
I don't mind Brian Thomas as your 5th guy.
No, I don't either.
But fourth is nitpicking at that point. But
oh, hi, Doc.
Whoa, hello.
There goes Brian Thomas.
Oh, I know who you want, and I'm sad.
I won't,
because it's your guy.
Oh, Mondre.
Value though, the value.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Never mind.
Good. I'm content. I'm very you good. You go with Alvin Kamara here.
Yeah, fine.
Who do you want? Deontay or Christian Watson?
Christian Watson, but we can go Kamara. Let's go Kamara.
Let's go Kamara.
I think you pissed off Camp for by not going Deontay, and then
That's fine. He can be mad at me. He can be mad at me. Problem is, I think with our next pick, we're going to have to target tight end. That's what I'm worried about.
Or we just punt tight end and then go like Noah Fant, Jawan Johnson, and Zach Ertz last 3 picks.
Which you could easily do that too. I'm not opposed to that.
I've done that too many times for my liking, but at the same time, I like all the other players that I'm getting.
Brock Bowers. Holy smokes. Charity. Hashtag charity.
Get your guys.
Get your guys. Yeah, where's Thad? Where's Thad, man? Get your guys. Thad, you in here? I haven't seen Thad in a stream in a while. That makes me sad.
That makes me sad.
That makes me sad. I miss Thad with the get your guys.
It's sad boy hours over here.
Sad boy hours over here.
Oh, Adam Silver's coming up with Washington's pick.
Why are you commentating that?
You're a fantasy football podcast. Why are you talking
basketball? Here we are. So here we are. We're trying to talk basketball content. We're talking about starting up a separate WWE, like the WWE fellas. And then now here you are. You're commentating the NBA draft live on a fantasy football stream.
Alex Sard just went. We're back to fantasy football.
I have not been paying attention to NBA prospects this year. I feel like that really snuck up on me though.
Have you seen the recent trades though that have been happening?
Mikal Bridges for 4-5 firsts,
and then
one of them only protected.
Well, and the Knicks re-signed OG for like the Supermax. So I don't know what kind of cap space they have now.
I was talking with some of my buddies yesterday after that trade, and I was like, dog, they could have sent us all those firsts for Karl-Anthony Towns. I would have been leaping for joy. Like you could have sent us Bogdanovich and those 5 firsts straight up for Cat, and I would have been thrilled. I wouldn't even have done the pick swaps. You could have just done that. And I would have been like, deal, take Cat. I don't want him on our team anymore.
Sweet.
I would much rather take 3-point shooting, stretch the floor a little bit, add some depth at the forward position, let Nas in a little bit more, right? Like let Nas rotate in. Yep. I would have been thrilled with that. You could play Bogdanovich at the 4 if you need to, small 4 alongside Rudy.
Someone that can shoot.
Right. I would have been thrilled with that.
Like I know Cat can shoot, but give us another shooter. That's our thing. If Ant's off, and then we'll rely on Cat. And let me just tell you, shooting bigs don't tend to really improve a team.
Holy cow! Look at this run of running backs here.
Aaron Jones went pretty late.
Yeah, he did. Take a little bit of a tumble,
didn't he? You know it's the right pick. You know it's the right pick. I was talking Joe Burrow. What are you talking about? Jameson Williams one time.
Hey!
Boom!
When I said we should have gone tight end with our next pick, this is exactly what I was talking about. I just couldn't name the name.
It's happy boy hours now over on the fantasy football fellas. It's happy boy hours. It was sad boy hours, and now it's happy boy.
It is happy boy hours. Is there a meme out there? I just know there's the one DK Kong, the Donkey Kong meme of him looking out the window with his headphones at the sad boy hours. Gotta take Ferguson.
Got to.
Yeah. Gotta take Ferguson.
Yep. Yes.
That was the obvious week 17 correlation there that we needed. James Conner there as well. I'm a little bit torn on who we go with our next pick because we need another wide receiver.
That's what I was gonna say.
But the problem is there's nobody like I'm just gonna put like there's like Tyler Lockett. I mean,
yeah, there's nobody. There's absolutely nobody. Hey,
I was kind of
every
hoping.
single
I was
one
kind of
that's on the
hoping Jalen
board.
Warren would keep sliding. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, if there's a running back that I want to slip, you know who it is.
Your boy Raheem.
Yeah, for sure. Yep. That no, never mind. It's fine.
Really, you would have
We're
gone Zach Moss there?
Oh yeah, dude, absolutely. On the chance that he gets
I'm
like the
not gonna
entire
lie.
backfield.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be really tempted to take Raheem Mostert here if he doesn't go. Another Miami Dolphin.
Fine.
I don't think I will though. I think I want the other guy more. I'm okay kicking the can on running back.
We're gonna take Rashid. Yes, sir.
I mean, are you okay with that? With going James Cook, Kamara, and just kind of letting them anchor the backfield? Are you good with that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Okay. All right.
absolutely.
All right.
Those
Because
are
I would
two-
rather go Rashid here.
like
Rashid Shaheed.
those are two workhorses. Like,
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. And again, we're getting Rashid when he comes back. Our team is then set. We're relying then on Rashid as a flex then, but that's not to say that there's going to be other people that slide later and stuff like.
Yeah, and we keep the bye week bros happy here too. Oh, love that double week 12 bye with our 2 starting running backs. Absolutely love it late in the season when it matters. Love it. Wide receivers are pretty balanced.
Do we take Jaleel McLaughlin with our next pick?
I mean, good.
Too bad we don't have like super chats turned on or something. I'd be like, someone.
Oh, I know. We should have super chats turned on. I'm not gonna lie. We probably should.
So
I don't know. I like
$20 and we'll do Jaleel McLaughlin with our next pick.
I feel like we haven't like our streams like haven't become renowned enough yet. I should say renowned enough.
I
Like
know.
they're not enough people are tuning in where we can probably make super chat worthwhile. Like I don't want to for how many people are viewing over on YouTube. I don't think it's worth doing super chat. At some point I would love to, but
I wonder, in season, maybe
that might doing that for like start sits. Yeah. Maybe that's the time we turn it back on. We'll see.
Yeah, but hey, you know what? We are.
I also just like giving free content to the people.
Exactly. Yeah, like we do not require like. Again, we do this because we just enjoy talking sports. We enjoy conversing with you people about sports as well. Like that's why we're talking NBA draft. That's why we're talking WWE. That's why we're talking fantasy football. Yeah. Before you know it, we might start talking hockey. We might start talking.
No, I'm not going to talk hockey. You and Cameron can talk hockey. I don't know two things about hockey. I just know there's a puck and a bunch of people with sticks, and that the Mighty Ducks is one of That's all I know about hockey.
And then a lot of people
Minnesota live draft, Charlie Conway division.
Charlie Conway, baby.
That is true. That actually is our theme in the Minnesota live draft for Scott Fishbowl. Ironic that we're in the Scott Fishbowl draft, and now we're talking about Mighty Ducks. Charlie Conway going to be a dogfight in there. Cameron, Tyler, and I are all in that division. We are going to.
I kind of want to.
City. You and Cameron especially because you both are at what 11, 12. I'm at the 101.
Has the order set yet?
Yeah. We're not doing. I don't believe we're doing. Some live events do like fun things to like help determine that order, but Minnesota Live. I don't think Minnesota Live event is doing that. I don't think Greg said we're doing that. There was a conversation about it, but clearly you don't check Twitter because you didn't even join the league until today. You punk.
We're still waiting on one more person to join our league.
Oh, so at least you weren't last. But if you're not first, you're last.
What if
the wise words are Ricky Bobby?
Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
Whoa! I know who I want. I know who we want. I know who we want.
I know who we want.
It's Brock Purdy.
It's not going to happen. It's not.
No. It's Brock Purdy.
These two have been auto picks almost every. Actually, no. I guess Brube hasn't been. Oh, Nicholas Chubb.
Hey, you know what? That's even better.
Hashtag charity, baby. We love it. Hashtag charity.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, I'm happy with either. I'm happy with either.
Yeah. Yep. Same here.
I'm good with both.
Because it's
I believe this is going to be an auto, though. This is going to be an auto.
That's
hey! That's who you want?
Whoa.
That's not who you want?
No, the other guy.
You wanted Tajay?
Yeah.
When's Denver's bye? Week 4? Really? We have nothing to correlate with Tajay.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah. Let's go Javonte. Charity.
I was gonna say, I'm like, you got Javonte ranked out of Tajay. What are we doing? Gaslighting the crap out of me. Stop it. Stop it. Stop that right now.
Who's really drafting here? Is it Lucas or
did you actually want Tajay there?
I kind of thought about it, but then I was like, nah, the upside for Javonte is
Makes
better than Tajay's.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
See, we got there eventually. We got there eventually.
Eventually. Slowly but surely. Uncorrelated, but you know what? I'm not upset about it. Got another pick coming up here though. My lean's here.
Yep. Oh no.
Not my lean anymore. I think this next
forget it.
Unfortunately, a running because I'm not reaching down for any of those guys.
Do we go with special team specialist Chase Brown?
160 snaps on special teams to 93 on offense last year. We love us some Chase Brown, baby. Love us some overhyped Chase Brown.
I said it.
Unless.
No, man. Gus Edwards. Gus Bus. For the vibes.
Vibes only.
Vibes only. That's what we should have done. We should have just got straight vibes.
Maybe that's what the Scott Fishbowl drafts need to be is vibes only.
Vibes only.
Like we can toss all strategy out the window. And, it's just vibes. Pure vibes.
Don't they have a week 12 bye too?
Who?
Cincinnati.
No, they don't. I'm going to pretend that was a different number than 12. Hashtag parody. Vibes. Pure vibes. This is all vibes team.
This is going to get canceled because
no.
Whoa. This is not the time to increase your exposure on players, people.
All right. 40 ahead of ADP. Hey, you know what? I'm willing to do quite a bit for charity. I mean, look, like in these drafts, I'm all for the fun. I'm all for the get your guys. I'm all for it. In a big draft like Best Ball Mania, I'm gonna be more critical of that pick. But you know what? Charity, we love it. We love charity.
If Underdog cancels this draft, I've got some serious questions.
They won't cancel a Scott Fishbowl. They won't cancel a Scott Fishbowl.
They better not.
Charity, man. If we take this too seriously, then we got a problem, right?
True.
Again, Best Ball Mania, you and I would be discussing this pick for that pick for the next like 2 rounds. But because this is charity, like, are we really going to throw out, unless if it's like heinously bad, right? Like most of these picks are 100% fine. Most of these, yeah. I mean, it's just a guy who's going out and getting his guys. Thad would approve. That would approve. That would approve. Get your guys. So it's a Thad approved team.
Who are the Spurs?
Okay, so now we need another running back who doesn't have a week 12 bye. That's our big issue right now. So we're probably gonna have to draft 6 running backs on this team, which stinks. But
I think we should go with Kendra Miller. So we got the Saints backfield covered.
I'm telling you, I'll send somebody a StreamYard link. I really will. I'll kick Ty off. I'll send somebody a link.
Ooh, Stephon Castle went 4th to San Antonio.
Better than Victor Wembanyama?
Stephon Castle.
Next. Yeah, I've heard good things about the guy. Heard he's a great hustle guy.
All heart, you know.
All heart. Yeah, big vibes guy, you know. Great for locker room morale.
Bro, he got that like shiny sport coat. So like, yeah, he is hashtag
he's
all
him.
vibes.
Okay,
Klingham's still on the board, though.
all seriousness, back to the draft. We got to go wide receiver here.
Yeah, I know
can't
we
wait
do.
much longer on wide receiver.
Ricky, Slick Rick.
Slick Rick. Oh,
yeah,
Ricky
Slick
Pearsall.
Rick, baby.
I thought
Yeah.
you were talking about Ricky Schiff at first. I'm like, Ricky, we were talking about him earlier. I thought he popped in finally.
We use Slick Rick very loosely here for really anyone with
Slick
the name
Rick
Rick.
is like 20 people in our circle.
I know.
Cameron
we
is
need to
even
get a
Slick
little more
Rick.
specific.
You know, I wake up some mornings and I just text Cameron, Slick Rick, how you feeling today, big dog?
Fantasy football fellas? Nah, fantasy football Slick Ricks.
You good with Liggett?
Liggett or Polk for me.
I'm gonna go Liggett. We get a little bit
Sure.
of week 15 Dallas correlation there too.
Sure.
If we're talking strategy still at this point in the draft, if that's allowed. We're dwindling down here. We'll get to the point where I'll eventually ask the chat what I should order off of Uber Eats tonight. That's kind of where we're at this point in the draft. Did I do I got Uber Eats installed still? No, I freaking download that app and then every time I delete it right afterwards. So I'm like, all right, I only need it for like 1 or 2 orders. And people are like, why Uber Eats? Why not DoorDash? DoorDash is significantly better. To which I agree with you. But the nice thing about Uber Eats is that I can pay with my Venmo. I don't have to pay with my credit card. I can pay with my Venmo. So that's why I like Uber Eats, where it's like, if I get Venmo'd money as like a gift, or it's like, here, take my payment for this. Like I can mentally say, like, I know it's in my bank account, but I don't have to transfer it out of my Venmo if I don't want to. So that's the only reason why I like Uber Eats right now, is that I've got some extra money sitting in Venmo that I haven't transferred over yet. We'll come back here. I think I want to wait on running back. I don't know.
You sounded so unconvinced.
Because I am. You could talk me into a handful of guys in this range.
You know who I would say.
I don't know who you would say.
Running back.
Jalen Polk. You want running back?
Yeah.
You want Jaleel?
Oh, heck yeah, brother.
Week 14 bye.
Oh, we already have Javonte. Never mind.
Yeah, we already got Javonte.
Never mind.
That's where I'm leaning.
Yeah, sure.
It's another week 12 bye, but hashtag charity.
Hashtag charity. Hashtag all vibes.
Hashtag all vibes team. This is indeed an all vibes team at this point. If I'm going Jermaine Burton, him and Javon Baker, all vibes team. Like I can actually make a case for Jermaine Burton, but I think he has a more plausible case than Javon Baker. But
I'm gonna.
Are we at 8 wide receivers already?
Huh?
Oh, we're at 7 wide receivers. I thought we were at 8 wide receivers already. Like, holy crap.
I was gonna say, we should maybe pump the brakes on like all vibes team when we're talking about like Jermaine Burton. Just like,
that's true. We don't want his vibes. That is 100%. Yeah, he's not exactly the guy. He's not exactly vibes I want to be picking up. You're actually kind of right about that. You're actually right.
That's a close one.
Yeah, you're right about that one. Not exactly.
How would you feel if Minnesota traded a cat to Detroit and we got the number 5 pick in return, and then we took Donovan Clingan, and then we had Rudy and Donovan Clingan in the middle?
No, I don't want anybody out of this draft class. I don't. I'm happy we don't have our draft pick this year.
Oh no, we do. We have 27.
We didn't give up our 2025 first in that trade for Gobert?
No. 2024. Sorry, 2024. No, we did not.
That's what happens when you have a team freaking run by a baseball player. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Alex.
And a guy that
he doesn't even own the team
Walmart guy.
yet. Thought he owned the team. But he doesn't. Glenn Taylor said got him. Golly. All right, what are we ordering off of Uber Eats tonight, chat?
You want my vote?
Yeah.
I shouldn't say arguably, the best sandwich place in the game. Jersey Mike's.
I've never had Jersey Mike's.
Oh, dude. It is phenomenal.
Can you get it in New Jersey?
Yeah. Jersey.
Not gonna lie, I'm feeling Arby's. Hot take. Big Arby's guy here. Big Arby's guy.
Be better. Just like you told me after I said,
No,
why am I in on
I'm good.
Warren? You said be better. So I'm gonna tell you, be better.
I'm good. I'm good.
Chick-fil-A.
That's my leaning for our next pick. I could do Chick-fil-A, but their delivery price is like absolutely outrageous.
I would, that makes sense. The more popular places you get higher delivery.
Well,
fees.
you know what? It's the same as Arby's.
Ooh.
Oh,
Gary, no.
I was really hoping for that one. That was the one I was targeting to get that week 17 with
You grab Thielen here.
I don't love Thielen.
Chuba, yeah.
Chuba, brother.
Yeah.
I'd actually be okay with Chuba.
Let's go.
Hey, not a week 14 or week 12 bye, baby. We love it. Love to see it. Love to see it. We got to think about quarterback 2 and tight end at some point too.
We can pretty much focus on quarterback and tight end the rest of the draft,
which is fine by me. Like I'm fine with going like a Bryce Young.
Yep. Derek Carr.
Or Derek Carr. Yeah.
Carr makes more sense.
Carr would make more sense. I agree. Yeah, with Rashid and Alvin Kamara. Golly, that name took too long. Other thing, okay, think about Chick-fil-A though. I don't know if I'm feeling chicken tonight. Like,
sure.
I've got a Costco rotisserie chicken sitting in my fridge. So if I really wanted chicken, I would just have that.
Hey, I don't knock that Costco rotisserie chicken. That slaps.
Oh no, it slaps 100%. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Really? Let's be honest. Everything from Costco slaps.
100% agree. Five Guys?
Man.
I don't know if I'm feeling that greasy of a burger tonight. Wendy's?
Hey now.
Hey, you know what?
You
know a Frosty and a Baconator?
Oh. Now we're feasting.
That delivery fee more expensive than Chick-fil-A though.
Is it really?
Yeah, more than Arby's too.
I feel like that's a sign
to not do it.
Well, there's a higher being that's telling you.
Buffalo Wild Wings only $1.50 delivery right now.
Oh, interesting.
Very.
But again, that's chicken.
It is chicken. You're right. Oh gosh, likely was the other one I was thinking about.
I mean, we could go Baker for Tampa, Carolina.
We don't have any Tampa wide receivers. We don't have any Tampa weapons.
That's fine.
You could come back and do a Kate Otten though if he slips.
He's right there.
I would rather do Derek Carr.
Fine.
You want to grab 6?
Yeah. Why not?
Another week 14 by running back.
Why not? Charity.
#charity. We love it. Taco Bell? No, Taco Bell sounds disgusting right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's only late night, baby. It's only for late night.
Only late night. 100% agree. Spot on take. McDonald's.
Go with the za.
McDonald's.
Never misses.
Sneaky, 10
hot
piece
ready?
nugget. Oh, is it a hot and ready night? I don't think. I've had pizza. I've had pizza so much recently, dog. I've had pizza so much.
Maybe next week.
I haven't had a good hot and ready ever since I got married. I haven't had a good hot and ready in some time.
Coincidence? Can I? Bad joke.
I don't think so. We make homemade pizza now, right? Like we just buy dough from what's the Trader Joe's, That's like there's a grocery store. It's not a big one, Trader Joe's, and we get pizza sauce there. And they have nice like a mozzarella log that's already like chopped into slices for you. Cook up our own sausage. We buy some prosciutto as well. Oh, it's phenomenal. We make our own pizza and it's really good. But like,
you should do.
Actually, that's false. Last time I had a little hot and ready, I was in Eau Claire. I spoke at their large group in April, and InterVarsity's large group in April, and they had a pizza event for their volunteers. They said, "Well, you're technically a volunteer. You volunteered your time to come over here and speak." I said, "Great, I'll take 3 for the road."
Thank you.
Oh, don't mind if I do. Then I explained to them why I said why Little Caesars pizza is actually the best pizza in the world. Because it's the value. That's all it is.
The value.
$6.99 for a large pizza. You're not going to find that anywhere else. And it's like just good enough where you're not dissatisfied with it, but you're not like you're not over the moon. But like if you're going to be over the moon about a delivery pizza, then I think that says something about your palate more than it does about the pizza itself. You know what I mean?
So my brother, right, goes to Fargo, goes to NDSU.
Shout out, Matt.
His apartment building is on this road that. So his building, right, road. His building is right here, road. There is a McDonald's. There is like some like storefront suites, and then a gas station, and then a Little Caesars.
Love it.
Literally a 2-minute walk to a Little Caesars. And guess how many times he's had Little Caesars?
More times than either of us probably. Well, I probably just as many times as I did in college, because that was me.
0. Yep.
He's got to get his priorities straight. I'm sorry.
I've tried to tell him, brother, you are in college. Accept the value. Take the value.
Take the value is 100% right. Okay, so we got 3 rounds left. We're going to need a quarterback, tight end, and a wide receiver.
Hey, there's Bryce Young for us.
Yeah, I know Bryce Young is the temptation, but I think we can push. I think we can push Derek Carr.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally, all vibes team.
It's yeah, yep, yeah.
All vibes team. Are you good with that? Oh, I would go Devontae Walker.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Let's go Devontae Walker there. I'm good with that. Get at least one piece of that Houston, Baltimore week 17. If Devontae Walker turns out to be something, great. But yeah, we'll go Derek Carr. We'll push Derek Carr with our next pick, and then we'll figure out what tight end dart throw we want to take. My personal preference. Ready for this? Greg Dulcich. Cincinnati, Denver, week 17.
What other Cincinnati player? We have Chase Brown. We have
Chase Brown and Javonte. Worst comes to worst, we get sniped on both Bryce and Derek Carr here in the next 5 picks. Go Bo Nix.
You say that. You say that so like, yeah, we just go Bo Nix. Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's like, okay.
Just
whatever you say, pal.
That here where I just don't panic. Never panic in these drafts. There's always options. There's always options. If Bryce doesn't get taken here, do we go Bryce or Derek Carr?
Derek Carr. Like, yes, we have Leggett, but like we've got Kamara and Rashid. Yeah, like
we got Chuba brother. But
that's true. Nah, Derek Carr.
No. If we had Jonathan Brooks, I would consider it, but not with
Chuba's not going to get involved in the receiving game much.
Hey, 10-piece chicken nugget free with a $15 purchase
at Chick-fil-A.
No,
McDonald's. McDonald's. That's a value. Just take like 4 McFlurries and then you're good.
Right. I'm literally doing a 2 cheeseburger meal right now.
Not a McDouble.
Interesting. We're gonna get the large. And what do we want to drink though? Do they have Coke Zero? They only have Diet Coke. That's
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, can I add
you don't want caffeine
though? What was that?
You don't want caffeine though.
I sleep just fine.
Oh, Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Dr. P. Do that. Yeah, I'm good with all the. Holy cow, $3.79 each for the amount of cheese you want on here. That's dog.
Ridiculous.
That's a little redonkulous. Okay, so we got the 2 cheeseburger meal in there. I definitely want some ice cream.
Sorry, the Hornets.
Bonix! Bonix! You call me crazy.
No, you're not. You're not crazy compared to what the Hornets just did.
Yeah, drafted somebody that you or I have never heard of, probably.
Yes, he's another French guy.
Oh, we love the Frenchman. We love the Frenchman.
Oui.
Oui.
Oh, Français.
Oh, Français. Ha ha.
I just combined Spanish and French together. You guys said El Français.
I didn't hear that. Whoa. Dude, hold on. What is this? What is this? How can I bundle alcoholic drinks on McDonald's with DoorDash? You see this?
What?
They tell me I can get a Texas handmade vodka from Tito's. What? Since when did McDonald's have themselves an alcohol fridge? They've been
all
holding out.
vibes.
All vibes. All vibes at McDonald's.
All vibes draft and all vibes MacDons for the night.
Clearly. Big dog. All right, but show me where the McFlurries are at. Do they not sell them on?
They should on DoorDash.
Oh, I ain't find them. Where are they? That's all I want is I want a McFlurry. Can I sides and more meal dog? They don't shareables. Oh, there it is. I found him. We good.
Yes.
The world is right. The world is right. Okay, we're definitely losing viewers. They're probably like, why are they talking about DoorDash orders? That's fine. We're at that point in the draft, though. All vibes. Who do you want at tight end here? My vote is still Dulcich. I'd rather do some clickies on Dulcich.
That's fine.
Slappy. I'm a little bit of a Dulcich slappy this year. I ain't gonna lie.
He's not a bad 18th round flyer.
No, he really isn't. He really isn't. I agree. All right, McDonald's. I spent $15 or more. Give me that 10-piece McNugget.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you, brother. Alrighty, Greg Dulcich it is, yeah?
That'll do it.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alrighty. We'll take a look at this draft and we'll recap it quick and then we'll get out of here. We'll sign off for the night. I don't mind doing a second draft. I feel like we talk a lot of strategy in the first one, and then the second one is much more like
we sniped a dude. We sniped
Lucas Krull. Hello.
That guy definitely wanted. That guy definitely wanted Greg Dulcich.
Let me get this out.
Sniper!
Get down.
Oh, Woj is reporting. What are you reporting on, Mr. Woj?
What are you reporting on, Mr. Woj?
Woj bomb?
What happened? Where did my? There we go. All right, let's quick recap this team tie. Where
do we not get to
why
see?
Can I not see my?
What?
Why can we not see our Scott Fishbowl exposure? Our teams. There it is.
There it is.
I was going to say, like, we got to be able to see it. All righty, so we got Jalen, a nice little 2-6-8-2 build. Jalen Hurts, Derek Carr, quarterback. I'm a fan of those. I'm good with those, especially when we stacked Jalen Hurts. And we got Jalen Hurts, 4 picks after ADP and stacked him up with Devonta Smith, who we got 3 picks after ADP. That was a no-brainer. Running back room, James Cook, Alvin Kamara, Javonte Williams, Chase Brown, Chuba Hubbard, Antonio Gibson. I'm actually a big fan of this running back room. I don't know about you. I'm actually a big fan.
It turned out pretty nice. I mean, it was pretty the Chase Brown pick at that point was, I don't want to say doom and gloom, but it seemed pretty bleak. And then we got Chuba and Gibby to really round it out better.
Yep, 100% agree. Look, we got Tyreek Hill to slide to the 5th overall pick. We got Nico Collins, then Devonta Smith, Rashee Rice. I'm not in love with Rashee Rice. Again, I just think once we get the suspension, his ADP is going to fall. But I'm fine taking him here as a wide receiver 4 and, just pounding high upside guys. And afterwards, I mean, Rashid Shaheed will give us, a handful of 15-point weeks. Xavier Legette, who could turn it on end of the season. Same with Jermaine Burton. If Devontae Walker, pans out as the actual wide receiver 2 in Baltimore, it's all high upside guys at that point in the draft. But again, when you have Tyreek Hill and Nico Collins, Devonta Smith is your top 3. Those are going to be our 3 and 3 out almost every single week, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jake Ferguson, Greg Dulcich at the tight end position. Ferguson is a guy who I consider going 3 tight ends with, just because it's like I have confidence he can be a fine top option, but I don't want to just automatically assume that and bank on that. But I'm fine only going 2 tight ends in this build, especially in hashtag charity draft. But I know it's a charity draft, but I still want to grade this team. I'm leaning like a B. I'm not in love with the stacking that we did, but we didn't do a lot of week 17 stacking here.
I was gonna say A-.
Really?
Because vibes. Because vibes.
That's true. All vibes. That's true. I'd bump it up to a B+ then for me if we're going all vibes.
It's vibes.
Yeah, if we're going all vibes.
If we're actually grading it, B-. But vibes say A+.
All vibes. All vibes. All vibes team. That is it. We'll sign off here for now. We're gonna be going live every single week. We're actually gonna move our live to, oh gosh, when are we gonna move it next week? I'm out Tuesday.
Oh yeah,
we can only do it Monday. We got 4th of July on Thursday. We gonna move it to Monday. You and Cam got time to do one on Monday? Cam might not be available though. I won't be available Monday.
I'm getting back from Fargo on Monday. So
maybe we'll have next week off. We might have next week off, unfortunately.
Maybe.
I don't know if it's in the cards.
Jules.
Look at that, Cat. Cat, I don't know if it's healthy for you to be up by Neon. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here, you. Get over here. She's just hungry. Maddie didn't feed her. I thought my wife fed her, but she didn't. So I only gave her like half of her food. So she's hungry. I gotta go feed her.
Yeah,
me too. I gotta get my DoorDash ordered. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out with us. Typically, we go live every week on Wednesday, either 6 or 7 p.m. Central. We'll be doing that every Wednesday. Unfortunately, we'll be taking next week off for the 4th of July. But then hopefully when we come back, we'll be doing both Monday and Wednesday streams. Because I just drafted my best underdog team tonight. Dog, shoot it over to me on Twitter. Maybe you did DM me already. I haven't been paying that close attention to my phone. Shoot it over to me. I'm curious. I'd love to see it. Caleb, big fan of the channel. Big fan of Caleb's channel as well. If you're not subscribed to him, make sure you go do that. He's posts a lot of great content as well. He's getting into the short form, long form content. It's interesting how people describe it. I'm like, long form is more of like the podcasting. You have short form, which I always think is like 60-second content, but then you have YouTube short form, which is really like the 8 to 12 minute video content. And Caleb is crushing that. So make sure you go check out his work over on his channel. We'll sign off for now, Ty. Like I said, we'll be back. Hopefully the week after the 4th will be Monday and Wednesday lives. Ty and Cam will be running the Monday lives. I'll be around for the Wednesday lives. I'll be trying to filter in a guest every once in a while, like we did with Tyler and Ron Stewart here to kick off the offseason. So thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll see y'all next time. If you want our draft guide, fellowsdraftguide.com, or you can use the code fellows over on Underdog Fantasy. Make a first time deposit. They'll give you a free square in their pick'em lobby. You can do 2 drafts actually with a 50% deposit match. You'll be able to do 3 drafts for charity over there as well if you want to get on the Scott Fishbowl satellite drafts. And we'll give you our draft guide for free. They'll give you a free square for their pick'em lobby. You'll get 3 entries in the Scott Fishbowl satellite for charity. You get more bang for your buck if you do that, honestly. But code fellows over there or fellowsdraftguide.com. We'll see you all next time. Thanks for tuning in. For all of you who have hung around, stay safe, stay healthy. Deuces.